Okay, I am recording this with OBS, and that's gonna kill my audio quality. Sorry, guys. Well, anyways, apparently they are gonna change a bunch of stuff related to Coil. I haven't read all of it yet, but basically I've had this video idea planned for a while. I kind of procrastinated it, so I'm here now recording it really quickly, and I'm not gonna edit it a bunch. So I'm kind of freestyling it. I have my script, which I originally wrote for an edited video. I'm gonna be running through my ideas. Don't jump me. These are just fun, cool ideas. This is a video for entertainment. I know some random Coil stars be like, oh, you don't even play Coil. You shouldn't be making videos on this. Oh, you're not competitive. You shouldn't be making. These are just ideas, okay? I'm just trying to have a bit of fun. I mean, before we work on some new moves or rework anything, we kind of have to know who Coil is already. Coil is kind of like, if you don't know what Coil does, he's really fast. He has these three modes, which is probably the most obvious thing about him. And his entire moveset is built around moving really fast and dealing melee damage and using this quick support, I guess moving around the battlefield quickly to build up rank and then tether teammates and then do breakers and stuff. So there are a couple things that are kind of an issue, but we will go over it in a second. Let me pull up my script because I forgot what I was saying. He's kind of hard to balance, right? Because he has these three modes, and he can support in three different ways. He's also got all this mobility, and combined with self-regeneration, he has to get self-sustain. So understandably, it's kind of annoying to fight him. His damage is also pretty strong. So what am I gonna possibly do to balance him or rework him to make him more better? I say this regen mode, we just delete it. Actually, it might sound like I'm joking. Delete regen, no, I can't do that. It's one of the three coils, right? I can. So Coil's entire thing is about moving around quickly. He's got his first two coils are all about mobility, right? First one gets jump buff, second one gets speed buff. They're two different types of mobility. The third one doesn't really fit. It's regen, right? And also we already have healers. It's not like we need another one. And this guy can heal while moving around super fast. So by deleting regen, we kind of solve an issue. And regen just doesn't really fit, right? It's the breaker abilities and move abilities on the other modes in general, right? We get a jump and we get a dive kick. These are both vertical mobility moves. And then here we get a dash, we get another dash. But here, we don't get a dash, we get a ranged projectile on a melee kit, which, okay, I guess. But then we have this, which actually slows him down, which leaves him as a sitting target to attack him right when his shield ends, which also just feels really weird to me, since instead of dodging the attack, which most of his kit is based around, we're instead just leaving him to stand here and tank hits, because you actually have to get hit by stuff to give healing and get rank from it, which is really weird. So this basically solves the issue of him doing way too much, and makes it more simple, and reinforces the identity that he is a fast-moving character. Now, what other ideas do I have from just removing an entire third of his kit? Well, I thought the rank bar was also kind of weird, because normally this rank bar, right, this goes up when you play well, that's kind of how it works, and it drains when you stop doing damage. When you have an S rank, that's your highest rank, but your M2, oh, it's called a breaker ability, and what you do when you hit it, it looks like you lost all your rank. What actually happened is it actually activated a big version of the buff for everyone around you, but it feels so weird, look at how many times I'm reaching S grade, and then there's all these different grades in between. At this point, just make it a bar that you fill instead of having these grades. It's so weird. So my version, my concept, would kind of make it so that the bar is much harder to fill and reach S rank, and you no longer combo break it. Instead, it's just so much more powerful. Well, it's not really. It's you just don't lose as much, pretty much. You actually get a moment to look at your rank before it drains and refills and drains again. And this kind of makes rank feel more valuable. And also in my version of the rank meter, you actually lose rank from getting hit, which obviously plays into his mobility kit. So pretty much my concept for the rank meter is that it's kind of the same thing, but it drains slower, it's slower to fill, it just feels like a rank overall. And it will still drain, so you don't stay maxed out for way too long. So you have to keep playing actively to keep it up, and it's always draining, so you gotta keep playing. I also decided to rework his passive a little bit, since instead of just having two modes, it also now lets him have a new ability. So every time he lands a hit with an ability, it will help him reload some, it will shorten the cooldown on them, just because he doesn't have as many moves to cycle through anymore, with only two modes instead of three. I mean, it only rewards you for landing hits properly, which I think is kind of the point here. Another idea I had was, with this, we also make the gravity punches just faster, because then it would flow a little bit better. It would do less damage for that. It would still have the same DPS as the speed punches. Also, since he doesn't have combo breaks anymore, we still want to replace that with something on his M2. So, in my version, you can hold M2 to charge it. So let's say the speed one, right? You can now hold it to charge it, and when you release, it'll do a dash. And depending on how long you charged it, you will dash further. But that seems kind of boring, right? The catch, the twist, is that no matter how much you charge it, there's only amount that will be effective, and you can increase that amount with the rank meter. So you can charge it more depending on how much rank you have. Which is meant to replace the S-breakers as a reward for having a high rank. For his gravity mode, he would also charge up, and it would just do an uppercut punch that also helped him jump higher. This is some random thing I thought of, but his ult, his M2 here, he can now so when it shoots out, it now pulls back like a coil, so it can hit twice. And once again, it's an M2, so you can charge it up. So I want to talk about the ults a little bit more. Most of the time, you just carry an S rank into the ult, and then you can instantly combo break. And you also just charge it up really fast in the ult anyways. But in my version, you still charge up fast, just not that fast, because the ult doesn't end that fast, because the ult ends really fast. But you can no longer carry your rank into the ult. You just start from C rank, but don't worry, because as soon as you leave the ult, you just have whatever rank you had before. I did have some other small ideas, but I don't think they're really that important. It was mostly like giving back Speedy his aerial Speedy, which gives him invincibility. Also, I don't think it would be a problem to actually give it back the invulnerability, because like the issue right now is that he has so much self-sustain, so he doesn't need the invulnerability. But I think if you remove his regen, it would help him a little bit to have the invulnerability on the dash. Anyways, kind of a short video. I didn't feel like editing because I'm editing another big video already, and Aiden loves to drop update stuff and like that changes everything while I'm editing, or like have a video planned about it, and then it's super stressful. So I just wanted to get this out, I guess. So subscribe